aware of others' feelings.
Now you're killing him. What the hell are you doing?
I know he's going to slam me when he says some shit like that.
No, you just snotted all over yourself.
I can fucking see that one coming.
In other words,
you're a motherfucker.
In other words, you're so in tune.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yes.
Bob, you have a lot of well-wishers here tonight, and a lot of them would like to throw you down one, a well. They want to murder you in a well. Seems a little harsh, but apparently they want to murder you in a well. It says here on this card. No, but Bob has a beautiful face, like a flower. Yeah, cauliflower. No offense, but your face looks like a cauliflower. No, there are times when Bob has something on his mind. When he wears a hat.
Now, like Chris Rock, he was in here yesterday. He says, I'm going to see the Norm Macdonald show on Saturday night in Caroline's. He's making a whole night of it. He can't wait to go. Will that make you nervous to know that Chris is in the audience?
No.
That doesn't. You're so seasoned at this thing, you know what to do.
Nah, I just don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. I don't care if I bomb or kill. Nothing matters to me.
It doesn't matter to you, but this is your career. This is the chosen path you've gone down. What do you mean it doesn't matter to you? Of course it matters. I'm not buying into that.
How could it not matter?
You love when you do well on stage. And
no, I don't. Who told you that?
You don't. Don't you care that when you do a show that people are into it and
no,
enjoy
I couldn't
themselves?
give a fuck.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I can actually attest to that. When I used to open for him, and if it didn't go well,
isn't that a defense mechanism, my friends?
Well, he thinks it's funnier if they don't laugh.
If it's bombs, I think it's pretty fucking funny.
You like to bomb?
I don't like to. I'm saying it's funny.
When do you bomb? What happens? You mean you're
Let's
material?
put it to you this way, right? You go in front of a group of people and try to make them laugh.
Right.
Try your hardest to make them laugh.
Right.
And then they don't laugh. That's funny.
You're not doing the specific thing you're there to do.
Exactly.
That is
not only that, but it's also funny that you go there to make them laugh. You're trying to make their life better. You're failing, so they hate your fucking guts.
And you see the humor in that.
I see humor in that. Like, it's not like you're up there trying to make them not laugh. You're trying to do your best to please them.
But don't you stay...
It's like if you told a joke to your dad and he kicked you.
But don't you stay at home a certain amount of hours a day and write and come up with this material that you do on stage? I mean, you put time and effort into... You don't? It's the same act from 100 years ago?
No, I do. No, I think I have about 8 hours of material.
8 hours of material. So you're always writing new material.
Well, I thought you meant write on a piece of paper.
I don't know. How do you? What's the process when you
just
make
think it up in your head and then you say?
Is that
you don't have it written anywhere?
If you're afraid you're gonna forget it, you put it on a napkin. You put like Brezhnev or whatever.
No, but let's say you have a great joke.
He does a lot of current stuff.
You're a big McCain guy, right? So, let's say you have a joke about Obama.
I'm a big McCain guy.
I heard you were supporting John McCain.
Jesus, where the fuck do you get your information?
Is that wrong?
Steve Langford?
Yes.
A little story about him. Jean-Luc.
Oh, yeah, he's a crazy character, that dude. He originally visited New York City. Hello?
I'm just having a drink. I can listen to you and have a drink. It's not like I went like this. Hold it. Ooh. Ah, liquid. Huh? I'm still here. Let's see if I got this right.
How did you lose the weight?
Cocaine.
Cocaine?
Cocaine. Mostly, yeah, cocaine and other drugs and a very, very serious depression.
That helps me a lot, Dr. Oz.
He sees John Fogerty.
No, that was what I was going to
Creedence Clearwater
Let me
Revival.
tell that.
Yeah, all right,
Go ahead, Norm.
So he sees John Fogerty, from Creedence Clearwater Revival. So he's like, "Hey man, that fucker's a rock singer." He goes, "But he can get out of the sand trap like nobody's fucking business." I played in a charity tournament with him. So we're like, "Yeah, we know who John Fogerty is." And he goes, He goes, at the 7th inning stretch, I'll have the fucker come up and sing for you.
Fogarty's there with his kid, by the way. He's a big Cub fan. He's here with his 8-year-old son, John Fogarty.
So we're like, no, you don't have to do that.
Right, don't get John Fogarty to sing
Leave
for
him
us.
alone. It's all right. We don't want him singing in front of us.
So then he gets mad at us. He goes, do you even know who fucking John Fogarty is? So we go, yeah. He did Creedence Clearwater Revival. He goes, yeah, he did all that fucking shit. But anyway.
He really was one of the funniest human beings I've ever met in my life.
How old a guy is he?
Man, he looks good. He has two like artificial knees he just got in.
He was a catcher, so he's
Right.
So I go, how are the knees? He goes, fucking great, man. I can still give a fucking blowjob.
What?
I shouldn't be saying any of this.
Yeah, Jesus, Norm, you're doing the same thing.
I know.
The man's got grandkids.
I know.
He's giving blowjobs?
I said it clean on Letterman.
What the hell does that mean? He's giving a blowjob.
Well, he's clearly not.
He told us a story. What with the story?
Remember when he brought us back to the hotel?
Yeah,
And we were going in, and there was a bar, and he said, man, that bar looks like it's got some good cock in it. And we were kind of confused. We thought.
I think he was trying. That's true.
Wow, he's
apparently
wild.
Norm can't remember any of the insulting things I remember.
But I remember why. I found out why he said it because I asked Bob Costas. I said that seems very strange, and he said that athletes use that term for women, for pussy.
No, I think what happened was
because they're so masculine.
That's crazy.
Because they're so masculine that they can do that. You know what I'm saying?
He thought like they're comfortable in their sexuality.
Yeah.
But I think what was going on was he was being like extra filthy.
Right.
I think he thought we were two like younger comedians, and he was trying to like maybe.
You think he was
Talk
trying to
your
impress you in some way,
language,
like talk the language of the young comics? You
Maybe
kids?
there might have been a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But I mean, because every other word was fucking. It was so funny. No, they'll
involves
tell
drugs
you.
like crazy.
They'll tell you eventually. Like, look, there's me, and this is my wife, and this is her friend Nancy, and this is my friend Ed. You know,
Yeah.
and we'll get some
Ed's
ecstasy.
where it becomes problematic.
Nancy was fine.
Yeah,
Ed's a
everything's
problem.
going good. All of a sudden, Ed, what the fuck?
And Nancy's usually 46.
Who the
and
fuck
she's had
is
work
Earl?
done.
Who the fuck was this guy? Nobody told me about a guy coming out of a closet whacking off with his half-hard cock. Where the fuck did he come from?
Wait, they say we'll all
Things were
go to...
going.
That's kind of unsaid.
Yeah.
You know, the
Yeah,
part
well,
about
who's
where a guy's
taking-
fucking me.
Who's taking them up on these offers? They
At
must
the end
be
of the
working.
night,
A lot of comics.
Pauly
I
Shore.
guess the idea is...
Doug Stanhope.
Doug Stanhope. So anyways, I go, no, I go, listen, basically, I'm not a fancy guy. Fred, you know that.
Really? I always thought of you as a fancy
My
guy.
thing is,
guy.
like, for a sexual encounter or something, I like to lie on top of a lady. I don't need a lot of fucking shit going on.
One girl to do it.
Yeah.
Are you currently
That's exciting enough for you.
Are you
That's
currently
good,
in a
man.
relationship, or are you playing the field?
Oh my God.
What the fuck? What are you,
Are you,
retarded?
no, are you really having a relationship? Come on.
Come on, man. Seriously, what the fuck?
On Saturday Night Live during the opening credits, and one of the things I like about you is you're completely unfiltered on that show. You'll say anything, and I saw in the picture you had a cigarette in your mouth. I thought, this guy
Yeah.
just doesn't give a shit. So I asked you to come on. I find out you pussed out on me and quit smoking. What is that all about?
No, because it's bad for you. They have these fucking things on the side. You have to read the fine print where it says, it's bad.
Now, when did you first start smoking?
I started smoking as a kid, like when I was, I think I was like 14, and I thought, I'll look really cool, like if I start smoking, because I didn't get along with anybody. So I started smoking. Wouldn't you know it, I did look cool. All of a sudden, all these broads like me and everything. Not broads, but ladies, girls, women. And it was hard though, man, because I was guilty about it all the time I smoked, because I always thought, I always knew it was bad for me, you know? Like, even though some guys will say that it's good because their uncle lived long or something, he smoked, and they'll go, hey, what about, that old guy, Bert Mustin, what about that guy, And then he just because he lived long, that doesn't mean anything, right? That's just one guy. You can't, just because Bert Mustin lived long, you're all of a sudden...
You did your master's thesis on this, didn't you? Now, did people bother you a lot when you're smoking? Were people pissed off when
Yeah, people don't like when you smoke, you know. They're bothered. Like, I gotta admit though, secondhand smoke is bad. Like, I don't like, when I smoked, I didn't like secondhand smoke. Yeah. You know? I like that firsthand smoke because you get to suck it right out of the cigarette, you know? And the secondhand, any fucking thing that's already been ingested by someone is not as good, you know? You know what I mean? Like a pork sandwich is delicious, but after a digested pork sandwich, that's fucking shit. You know?
You can't fight that logic, Norman. You cannot. Do you think advertising brings kids to smoking? You know, there's a lot of fight with the Joe Camel thing. Do you think they really?
Yeah, definitely they got it. Because the thing is this. The advertisers, they got to go after kids because they're not going to get adults. Like, there's not going to be a 50-year-old guy going, hey, I should start smoking. That goddamn Camel. Look at him. They got to get little children.
Joe Camel.
Yeah.
That's a frightening-looking beast.
He looks like a cock. I read it. Yeah. I didn't make this up.
And I know you don't mind first-hand cock, but...
You don't know that. Don't say that. I know how this stuff happens, man. Because a buddy of mine worked on Saturday Night Live, and he said he was a fag once, as a joke. And then he said everybody comes up to him saying, are you a fag? Gay man, I mean?
Show about smoking. They thought you meant the British word for cigarette. All right.
Exactly. Can I bum a fag? That's what they say in England.
Where else? All right.
The thing about Joe Camel looking like a cock, Dennis.
Oh, yeah. I lost my train of thought. Thanks for bringing me back.
Is this. This is what I've noticed. He doesn't even look like a fucking camel. He looks so much like a cock. Because you know how it's usually subliminal?
Yeah.
Where you have to find the cock, right? This character, you have to find the goddamn camel. Look at here, Nick. JetBlue Airlines ranked first for satisfaction among all North American airlines. But you know what ranked least in satisfaction? 9/11 Airlines. What a terrible name for an airline. It reminds me of that tragedy. Oh, 9/11. Yeah, don't laugh at 9/11 again. I tried to tell him not to laugh. Adam. I know. I walked through blood and bones in the streets of Manhattan trying to find my brother.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was in northern Canada. You fellas have a lot of growing up to do, I'll tell you that. Ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Can you believe these characters? Way out of line, way out of line. Have a good mind to go to the warden about this. You know what hurts the most is the lack of respect. You know? That's what hurts the most. Except for the other thing. That hurts the most, but the lack of respect hurts the second most.
Weaver, McKenna, you're free to go.
Ridiculous.
Okay, Norm, you're Canadian.
Yes, I am.
So what do you think of this whole presidential mess?
Well, I hope that the Democrats don't steal the election from the winner, you know, but who knows?
You like George Bush, don't you?
I love George Bush, man. He's a good man, decent, you know, none of this. Yeah, he's, you know, he's not a liar, a crook, murderer, or anything like that. So it'd be good to get the. See, I think we should get the homicide out of the White House and get like a fresh start, because we don't want any more murderers.
I think we should just go on to the next question.
Who are the murderers?
Yeah.
Oh, Clinton, he murdered a guy.
Yeah, you know, we're not allowed to, you're not allowed to put out no accusations without
That's a
proof,
little
darling.
too far.
That's the way it doesn't work.
Let's just go on to the next question.
Yeah.
This is not my week. What can I tell you?
Oh, it's not mine either, and I'm being very nice, okay?
Be a good boy. Now, Norm.
Do you never hear that?
No. Listen,
No,
we don't need
I
to
don't
talk
want to get
about
into
this.
this, and I don't want to hear it, and this is not the place to make those accusations, and you're supposed to be funny. Let's get on to the next question. So get with it.
There you go.
This is a live show.
Not for nothing, Norm, but you have been properly chastised by Barbara. So I'm now going to ask the next question.
I thought it was a matter of record.
Shut up. Shut up. Look,
Okay.
let me do this, okay?
I'll tell you what's a matter of record. You will not be invited back if you don't shut up. All right, now. Let's talk football.
All right, manslaughter.
Let's talk football.
Norm, did you ever hear the word?
The phone is ringing.
I certainly hope that's somebody calling to tell you to go home.
Oh, no.
Dude, you got a phone ringing.
Oh.
Answer the phone.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. The thing is this. There, you know Matt Strauss?
Yeah, the producer.
The producer. He told me it would be funny. He said, like, why don't you carry a cell phone on and then let it ring and then pretend like there's a guy on it?
Is there anybody on it?
No, it's a thing. Pretend.
You know what, Norm? You're a dead man.
Here, you talk to him, man.
You know what, Barbara? You know what you said about rage at work?
Give this man a plate of soup and tell him to shut up. Oh, Norm.
People always told me Hollywood was like incredibly liberal of bias, and I thought it was untrue. But
You want to talk about the millionaire?
yes, I do.
You have 10 seconds to talk about the millionaire.
Don't tell how much.
Don't tell him what I won?
No.
Oh.
You're not allowed to tell anything like that.
Well, what are you trying to ask him then?
I don't know.
Okay.
He doesn't answer anything anyway. So
All
we'll tell him.
right. Okay, so he's on The Millionaire tonight, and he's on Friday nights, and
And on Monday, his taxes will be audited.
so he's on Friday nights at 9. He's on The Millionaire at 9. You can play along at home on Enhanced TV. You are a number. I have never met anything like you. We will be right back.
When he was a very young boy, you know, when he was like 3, 4, or something like that, I would play games with him, you know, like we'd play basketball or something.
Sure.
And I'd let him win.
Right.
You know? And now he can beat me at everything. And so he's like, hey, man, I always beat you at everything. I said, no, fuck, I used to let you win. You go, fuck, he doesn't believe it.
He always beat you.
Yeah, so he just thinks I'm some retard that can't beat a fucking infant. They said in Time magazine at the time, I remember because it was like 1980, they said by the year 1990, every dude will have AIDS. It doesn't matter if you're gay or straight.
It was true, and then the whole thing kind of just
Went away.
That's it, yeah.
Turns out you had to be gay.
You had to be gay.
Right. And fuck without contraception.
Or do needles.
Right, so you're not worried
This is
about
the way I feel, right?
Right.
AIDS is cured. Like,
Right.
let's say they said, hey, we found out what cures lung cancer. Don't get fucked in the ass and don't do needles.
For you, it's cured.
It's cured, right?
You're never going to get it.
Yeah.
You're not fucking in the ass.
Yeah.
Your fucking in the ass days are over.
Oh, what?
All right? That's it. I remember back in the wild 80s.
Hey, this occurred to me today. ID, which I had to show it again. There's a strange abbreviation when you think about it. I is short for I. And then D is short for... Fact is, I don't give a fuck if I'm ever in a movie ever.
You don't care about the movies. You did your movie. When you got out of Saturday Night Live, you did the movie Dirty Work. That experience didn't turn you on at all?
I love Dirty Work.
You love doing that.
I think that was a great fucking movie.
Right. So you
what do you mean right? Why say right? I thought you didn't like it.
You know, I never saw it.
Well, what the fuck are you talking
He's
about?
I'm saying that you love the experience. Why don't you do it again?
Well, because... This week in a secret ceremony in Australia, Michael Jackson was married for the second time. Asked what makes his new bride special, the king of pop said, quote, "She has taught me about the power of imagination, like imagining that a grown woman is a 10-year-old boy." You know he's a homosexual pedophile, right? You understand? Charles Woodson, how about that? What a season he had. Great, man. He became the first defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy. And congratulations, Charles. That is something that no one can ever take away from you. Unless you kill your wife and a waiter, in which case, all bets are off. Just a word of advice.
Sir, to talk to him. The radio.
What's going on, man? Anything new?
Just what I told you. I just fucking told you.
So you just here to hang out?
No, I told you word for. You have it on tape. Why are you asking me?
So you're here to talk to Howard.
I'm here to. What did I say?
Anything in particular, though?
No.
No.
And finally, Weekend Update would like to congratulate Madonna, who gave birth to a beautiful baby girl last Monday. The baby weighed in at 6 pounds 9 ounces, making it the 4th largest object ever to pass through Madonna's birth canal. The book claims that Madonna once smeared peanut butter all over John F. Kennedy Jr.'s body and then licked it off, which just goes to show you Madonna's a whore.